Hey guys, what's good? JJJBoxing. So this is Tyson Fury's media day workout for the Francis Ngannou fight. This is fight week. They fight this Saturday in Saudi Arabia. Let's see how he looks, guys. I also covered Francis Ngannou's media day workout. Check that video too. What I thought about his how he looked. But now it's Tyson Fury's turn. So he's doing some shadow boxing here, and we'll see how he looks. He's definitely the heavy favorite in this fight, that's for sure.
Do you feel like he's reached the peak of his powers yet, or is there more to come?
I don't know. 35, how much more is there to come?
Yeah, I feel like he's definitely reached his peak, Tyson Fury, at this point. He's not. I don't think he's declined yet, but is he getting better? I would say he's probably at the height of his power, but it's hard to get better after 35, to be honest. But you can never count out Tyson Fury. He reinvented himself in the Deontay Wilder fight, so by becoming the knockout aggressor instead of just that boxer. So
he's had his ups and he's had his downs, and I think it's all developed and it's all made what he is now. It's built the character. All the negatives and all the positives has actually built the character what you see in that.
Yeah, like this would be the biggest upset probably in boxing history if he were to lose this fight. If somehow Ngannou were to land on his chin and knock him out, which, like I said, Francis Ngannou, they call him the so-called hardest puncher in the world because he holds it in the Guinness World Records. He took that punch machine test, which my problem with that is how many fighters have actually taken that test? Like, has Deontay Wilder taken it? Has George Foreman taken that same exact test? Let me know, guys, if they have. Because if they haven't, then I don't think you're the hardest puncher in the world. You can claim that, really, if the other guys didn't really take the test. But anyway, let's just say he is. If he lands on Tyson Fury's chin, then you would think Tyson Fury would go down and get knocked out for sure. But will Ngannou even be able to land on Fury's chin? That's a question. And like I said, maybe he doesn't have that same kind of power in the bigger gloves. Maybe because if he lands cleanly on Tyson Fury's chin and he doesn't go down or get hurt, then we know for a fact that Wilder is the harder puncher, in my opinion. For those of you who were kind of, I was having a conversation with a lot of you guys in the comments saying that he hits harder than Wilder, they're saying, a lot of you, and all of Fury's previous opponents. But I don't think so, but like I said, we will find out.
Okay, thanks very much. Thanks very much.
If he can land anyway.
Just weave back around to my left-hand side. I'm being shepherded towards.
We all know that Tyson Fury, he's a part of that Kronk gym now. Ever since the fights with Wilder, he's been with them. He has become a more aggressive fighter under their tutelage of the Kronk system. And he's been just getting knockouts now ever since. He's not that boring boxer like he used to be. Like when he beat Klitschko in the fights before that, he wasn't that exciting to watch, in my opinion. I wasn't a big fan of him, to be honest. I wanted him to get beat because, you know, he has that personality, but he wasn't really exciting, so I kind of wanted him to get beat. But those Wilder fights really converted me to be a fan because he came more exciting to watch, in my opinion, because he actually goes. His style's more exciting now.
Everybody I've spoken to really is from that side of the divide.
Okay, he's going to go hit the mitts, I think, next, guys, and we'll see how he looks. Like I said, guys, this won't really tell anything. This is just, it's always interesting to watch the workouts and the face-offs. It gets us intrigued, it gets us excited, but you really can't take away anything from this other than how their body looks, or do they look like they're in shape. That's all you can really take from it. But even then, you can't really say how good shape they're in just by doing mitts for like 10 minutes. You're not going to really get that, but you can kind of generally get how their body looks and just their demeanor and stuff. I still like to watch these kind of things, guys, like the weigh-ins, the face-offs, the media workouts.
But he's been through a lot, hasn't he?
He has, and I think in his mind, if he can survive what he survived to get to where he is today, he can do anything. And that's what he believes. And I just spoke to him a moment ago, actually, as he came out from this open workout. And I said, what's been Mike Tyson's advice to you? And he just said, Tyson Fury is just a man. Any man can be beaten. And my opinion is, I think Francis, don't necessarily try to box Tyson Fury. Go out
He's a
there,
big man,
make
that's
it
for sure.
awkward, make it
Look at that jab. See, that jab will win him the fight.
differently. There's a case to be
That
made
that jab will
those punches
start
are coming
the
in
win for the
different
fight
angles.
for him.
Tyson,
I just have a feeling, like he said, he's going to use the jab. He'll wait for Ngannou to gas out a little bit. I'm going to say after round 3 or 4, Ngannou might start slowing down, and then Fury will really start putting the pressure on with the power right hand and knock him out. That's what I would think, but I think the jab is really going to deter and stop Ngannou's offense completely and set up big shots for Fury to get him out of there. And the good feints as well. Yeah, this is going to be a very tough task for Francis Ngannou, guys. But knowing Ngannou, he's a prideful guy, knowing his backstory, I can't see him just laying down and taking the paycheck. I gotta think he's going to go out on his shield. Or maybe he knocks out Fury and becomes like the biggest win in like box. Oh, Fury looking crisp with that right hand. That right hand's looking like that's a shotgun right hand right there. Quick and powerful with 270, 280 pounds behind it. The movement's good, the legs are good. Yeah, this is going to be interesting, guys.
I thought you was going to have to kick off there. He gave you a bit of a second take. I thought
See, Fury does the little jittery feints so well, too. He did it against Wilder a lot. You've done it throughout his career. He does those awkward little jittery feints that keep you on your toes. Look, he's doing the little side-to-side movement, switching southpaw, the feints and everything looks on point, guys. He's looking good. My concern with Ngannou's media workout, like I said, you can't get much from it, but he looked considerably breathing hard and sweating profusely just from that little media workout, which I didn't get. But and I'm not concerned about the sweat part. Some people just sweat a lot, but he seemed like he was breathing quite hard just from that. And I didn't understand why. Maybe it's just I'm looking too much into it. Maybe he's just nervous of the event itself and all the people watching. I don't know, because that can drain you too. If you've ever boxed in the gym, guys, you're like in training, you feel good, but then once you're in the sparring, in the ring sparring someone and everyone's watching you, it kind of drains you because you want to look good and I don't know, for some reason the anxiousness drains your energy. So maybe that was why he looked a little bit gassed in the media workout. I don't know, because that wasn't much of a workout and he looked like he was breathing hard. So he's a big man, and a lot of those muscles need oxygen. So for those big muscles, Fury looking crisp though, light on his feet.
And sometimes being wrong is the best thing, because this sport has a way of surprising you. And sitting up late tonight watching that was incredible. Watching him get off the canvas in the 12th round was absolutely extraordinary.
Battle of the baddest.
At the back of that, you felt like he would think, well, I so nearly beat him coming back in from the cold. I just need to box like I did again. Have some better judging at ringside.
Yeah, he looks like he's in good shape, guys.
He decided to completely change style, change trainer.
And like a lot of people were criticizing Ngannou before on the mitts in his last media workout that he had maybe it was a couple weeks ago, a month ago. And I don't really understand why, because he obviously wasn't going like all out power on them. And me personally, Ngannou's offense looks fine. His combinations looks fine. What will be his downfall is probably his defense. He's not used to the boxing system defense, and maybe he gasses out. Those will be the two issues. Not his offense. He knows how to throw punches. You know what I mean? So that won't be an issue. It's easy to learn how to throw boxing punches. It's harder to learn defense, distance, and all that quickly. That will be an issue. And like I said, maybe he gassed out because he's a big, muscular man. Defense is going to be his downfall, possibly.
For decades and decades to come.
It will. I was at the third fight at the T-Mobile in Las Vegas.
Fury is just a wizard in there. Look at him.
It's the best fight
He's
I've
a
ever
craftsman.
taken on, and
He does everything. He does the feints. He does the shoulder roll. He can go southpaw like he just showed. Obviously, in fights, he never really goes southpaw. But I bet if he wanted to, he could. He can do everything. He has a full toolbox of every tool from the tool store in there. So
here we go again. And then in the next round, he got up and put Tyson down twice.
been doing it since he was a
second
kid.
time, he's kind of staring, not exactly vacantly out of the ring, but he was staying down, waiting for his faculties to come back before he got back up. And this is the amazing thing about these athletes, is that they have that ability to hear the count, realise where they are physically and mentally.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
not
man.
ready, but 2 seconds later they
This is
can
going to be
Managed to get
interesting
through
for
it.
sure.
And then just
A lot of you guys,
right
you're
up
saying
until the very end,
it's
Wilder was capable
a
of
clown
losing
show.
towards the end of the
I'm not
day.
going to get fooled, but a lot of you guys are probably going to still tune in. It's a heavyweight match, and that's what makes it interesting. Not only is it a heavyweight match, it's a real fight. It's not an exhibition, so I know a lot of you guys will tune in. Like, I can understand why, like a lot of you, the Floyd Mayweather vs. McGregor kind of turned you off from this kind of thing. But the thing with this is this is a heavyweight division. One shot can change it. We all knew at a lighter if this was at a lighter division, no one would really. It wouldn't, like, Tyson Fury would be the absolute. He would be like 1,000,000 to 1 favorite. But since this is heavyweight, Ngannou does have a puncher's chance. So it's interesting.
One thing I want to touch on, what we've seen in this workout.
Yeah, Fury's looking crisp though. Powerful uppercuts he's showing, explosiveness. Look at that. Switching to southpaw orthodox. Using his legs well.
Fleet of foot, moving about, boxing, moving.
Double jab.
It feels like we don't see that guy
He's
anymore.
ready,
This
guys.
is now a 20-stone destroyer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's still there if he needs it, that movement. He's 35 now, and you never know. Maybe the feet aren't quite as quick as they used to be, but it looks like they are. When
See,
you
look at
see
that good
him
uppercut.
indulging himself in the ring like he has been over the course of the last few
Ba,
minutes.
ba.
But what he wants is to give the public what they want, which is knockouts. So that's what boxing's about.
Yeah.
That's the currency of boxing, is the knockout. It's a brutal thing, and when you see one at ringside, sometimes it can make you wince. But let's
Shooting
not pretend.
3-pointers
We
now.
come to boxing because we want to see people get knocked out. Not all of the time, because it would lose.
Yeah, someone getting knocked out. That's for sure. You can't, unless it's some kind of. I just don't see how it would go to the distance at all. It's if it went to the distance, which this is a 10-round fight, guys. Wow, you would have to give Ngannou credit. If Ngannou credit even fights his heart out and gets knocked out, I'm going to give him massive credit. The only way I wouldn't give him credit is if he fought like a Charlo, which I don't think that would work against Fury anyway. Fury would eventually catch up to him and knock him out, but as long as he tries real hard, we're going to give him respect. And if he actually pulls it off and he somehow knocks out Tyson Fury, that would be, like I said, the biggest story in boxing in I don't know how long. That would be just nuts. And it would be the biggest upset in boxing history, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, there was the media workout. Tyson Fury, he looking good, looking sharp. Let me know what you guys think about how he looked.
Tyson, what would you like to say to all the great boxing fans watching around the world? Are you ready for a war?
I don't know if it will be a war, but
to say to everybody as well.
it's definitely going to be an interesting event.
In the great kingdom of Saudi Arabia. What a place. How about this? I'm on fire.
Alright guys, this is Triple J Boxing. That was the workout. And let me know how you think he looked. Thanks for watching, guys.